Hey, how are you guys doing? I'm here today to talk about growing your hair out without necessarily having to do protective styles. I have been completely natural. The end of this month will be 2 years. And if you see some of my videos, you'll see that I have had a lot of hair growth. I did a big chop back in November 2008, and it's November 2010, and I've had a lot of growth. I've done some protective styles, but I don't do major protective styles. Early in my journey, I did a lot of protective styles. Not a lot, but I did some protective styles because, I was looking and researching, and, people were saying that protective styles are what you have to do to get your hair to grow. Well, I didn't like wearing protective styles because I felt like if I was going to go natural, if I want natural, I wanted diversity. I wanted to be able to wear my hair curly. I want to be able to wear my hair straight. Why can't I wear my hair the way I want to wear it? I mean, some protective styles I like. I like wearing twists, but I don't think that I necessarily have to wear them all the time in order for my hair to grow. And then also, me knowing about hair and also, going to school for cosmetology, I know that hair grows a half an inch a month. So, what do protective styles have to do with my hair growing? I can understand the logic of keeping your hair in a protective style to maintain your ends, but that's not necessarily true for a lot of people because I'm going to tell you why. In the beginning of my journey, I did some of those protective style things. And it was okay. It was okay. But as my hair got longer, and when I tried to do protective styles, it became my enemy. Because I used to do twists outs a lot. And while my hair was in the twist, it was okay. But when I would take the twist out, it like my ends would be locked up, and sometimes even in the twist my ends lock up, and therefore it has to end up in me cutting my ends. So to me, that's not protecting my ends. I don't really necessarily think, well, from my discovery, I don't necessarily think protective styles are as protective as people make them out to be. Because if you think about it, even protective style was to be covering your ends. If you're covering your ends and you're not allowing them to, you know, stretch out and be free, if you got them like in a bun, or even if you got them like twisted up, winding on top of each other, your ends really aren't getting protective, are they? Because you actually scrunching your ends in more, and then when you have it in a twist, you actually causing it to tangle on top of the other one. So I don't really see that as a protective style. But my point is, the second half of my journey, when I started wearing my hair in wash and goes more, that's when I really start to see my hair take off. I'm not saying wash and goes make your hair grow faster, but if you think about the logic behind it, when you do a wash and go, you're moisturizing your hair a lot more often because you're putting water on it, and water is the moisturizer. And so to me, that's hydrating your ends, and that's keeping your ends smoother and causing your hair to retain more length. In my personal opinion, when you do a wash and go versus doing a twist or a twist out. Now, I can see how a twist or a twist out can be beneficial for people who might have a kinkier hair texture, who might can't get the defined curls that they want. But I'm not going to preach to everybody and say that you should wear a twist in your hair to retain length, or wear any type of protective style to retain length, because that's not necessarily true. I don't find that to be true at all. Like now, I'm very happy with my hair routine, very happy with my growth, and I wear my hair how I want to wear it. I wear it out and big. I wear it in a ponytail like I have now. I wear it, all types of ways, and it still hasn't stopped my hair growth. And what I do to keep my hair growing is, for one, I keep my ends hydrated. I'm always putting moisture on it, and I keep my hair detangled. I don't care what anybody say. I know like a bunch of like hair gurus out here, and maybe like people who are like so-called hair experts and stuff. They say that you don't want to detangle your hair as much. You want to leave your hair alone and let it be. No, I find that not to be true. Because I felt when I used to do those routines and when I wouldn't mess with my hair as much and not detangle it, that's when my hair was bad. That's when it tangled up on itself and I would pull out these big balls of hair. Now that I have a routine where I detangle my hair in the shower every week and get under the steamer, I don't have no problem with my hair. It's easy to detangle. I can put it in a wash and go style, quick and easy, and I don't have nowhere near as much hair coming out as I did when I used to do those other methods. So for people out there who are like wondering, why can't I just wear my hair how I want to wear it? If you have an easy curl definition and your hair will curl up and with a little bit of product, gel or whatever, wear it like that if you want to. I mean, unless you want to do like twist styles or protective styles, and that's fine. But you don't have to. Don't think that you have to wear a protective style in order for your hair to grow. As long as you keep your ends hydrated and just take care of your hair, then your hair is going to grow anyway. Because remember, hair grows a half an inch a month anyway. So, your hair growing. And then also, to me, with the twist outs sometimes, or twist outs, braid out, whatever. Also, to me, with the protective style, you're not hydrating your hair as much either because you're keeping your hair in this style and you're letting the dirt collect on your hair and collect on your hair. That reminds me of something. That reminds me of when I had a relaxer. You know, when you have a relaxer, you don't wet your hair as often because you're trying to preserve that style. The way some people talk about protective styles, it's the same way. It's like you're letting dirt come up, and you're trying to keep your hair from touching water. Not all people up here do that, but sometimes when I'm watching people when they talk about protective styles, it's like you're not putting any water in your hair, and so therefore you're not moisturizing your hair. It's not getting any type of hydration. But my point is, you do not necessarily have to wear protective styles for your hair to grow. I wear hardly any protective styles and my hair still grow. And if you want to see my hair growth, you can look at some of my other videos. You can even go back from my beginning video up to now and you'll see how much hair growth I had. And the end of this month, October, will be 2 years since I did a big chop and you'll see how much hair growth I've had. So take it from me, someone whose hair has grown, and I have color in my hair. I don't know if you guys can see it. Well, you watch my other videos, you know that I have color. And I have color in my hair, and it still hasn't stopped my hair from growing. So don't buy into the hype. Do what you want to do to your hair, and your hair will still grow. Just remember, keep your ends hydrated, and that's it. And honestly, you don't even have to get haircuts as often people say you should get them either. And I'm speaking from, someone who's studying about hair and also from personal experience. Like, if your ends are starting to look thin, then yeah, you might want to cut it just because you want to get even with the rest of your hair. But you don't have to get haircuts as often as people tell you to. Like some people say, go get a haircut about every 3 months. If your hair is fine at the end of 3 months, then you don't have to get a haircut. Don't worry about it. But if you just want to get a shape to get it shaped up, because I do talk about that. I do talk about getting a haircut just so you can get your hair shaped up. I think that helps because your hair will grow out a lot better and you'll like the results of having your hair grow out. If you get a good shape up, then you probably won't need any other haircut for a while if you're taking care of it. But other than that, if your hair looks fine and you're not having no problem with it, don't get no haircut just because someone tell you need a haircut at the end of 3 months. If it look all right at the end of 3 months, keep going. You don't get a haircut until you really, really need it. And I'm speaking as someone who's, studied to get her license to be a cosmetologist. And honestly, you would think that I would say, come get a haircut so you put money in my pocket. But I'm being honest with you. If you don't really need one, you don't have a shape, and your hair is doing fine without it, then don't get a haircut. Especially if you're trying to retain some length. If you're not trying to retain length, then hey, get your haircut. But yeah, I had some people ask me about my how my hair grow without doing protective styles, and basically I just do what I want to do, you guys. Like, it's my hair. I feel with natural hair it's great because you have the option to wear it curly, you have the option to wear it straight, you have the option to wear a twist if you want to, wear braids. You have the option to do everything with natural hair. I feel like, what's the point of really having it if you can't really enjoy it? You know what I'm saying? I think we have the best hair in the world. And I think our hair is so versatile and we can do all types of things with it. What's the point of having it in one simple style just for the sake of it to grow out. It's going to grow anyway. Doesn't matter. It's growing anyhow. As long as you take care of those ends, your hair is growing. And that's a fact. Okay? That's all that I had to say. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. Okay, this is a bonus clip. Secrets to getting your hair to grow or to retain length. Not getting it to grow, but your hair grow anyway. Secrets to retaining length. All you have to do is keep your scalp clean and keep your ends hydrated. I know that sounds so cliche, but it is so true. And it's amazing how so many people have heard that so many times, but they still do not do it. Basically, again, keep your scalp clean and keep your ends hydrated. And in case some people don't know what hydration means, it means moisturize. Keep it moisturized and keep the scalp clean. And occasionally get a maintenance of your hair. And what I mean by maintenance is a cut. And only get that maintenance when your hair need it. Do not let stylists punk you into getting a haircut if you really feel that you do not need a haircut. And how you know that you need a haircut is if you pull your hair and if your ends are thin, like you can see through your hair, that means you need to get that snipped off because you have split ends. But sometimes, according to how bad it is, you can usually let that ride out a little bit longer and then get it cut the next time, honestly. But that's how you retain length. I know it's like a lot of people say, my hair just don't grow. That's a lie. And I'm going to tell you why it's a lie. Because think about when you had a relaxer. Did you not have to get a touch-up every 6 weeks? And why did you have to get a touch-up? Because your hair was growing. So your hair does grow. So anytime someone say next time, my hair just don't grow, that's a lie. Think of that example. Your hair does grow. Because a relaxer will show you every time that your hair is growing. Your issue is you're just not retaining length. And I'm telling you how you retain length. How you retain length is to keep them hydrated and to watch the ends and make sure you don't have a lot of see-throughs through it. And even if you have some, you might can let it ride or you can go ahead and snip it right then. But snip very little of it. But basically just keep those ends. That's how you grow hair. Keep those ends looking good. Because a lot of people think that you're supposed to take care of like the roots and take care of the middle of the hair so well. Yeah, you want to take care of all of it. But you really want to focus on those ends. Because your ends is the oldest part of the hair. And that's what's going to give you the long length. Because remember, your root growing anyway. That's going to grow regardless. And the middle of your hair is just sitting there. So it's going to grow along with the roots. But the ends have its own mind. If the ends aren't being taken care of, the ends break off and fall off sometimes. So that's why you got to pay more attention to the ends of your hair. And then you retain length. Alright, hope this helps someone. Alright, bye.